Still not. Oh, there we go. Okay, good. All right, we're live. All right. I don't know why. I'll have to mess with that. I think I have to. I gotta go. It has to do with the reason that we're on vertical and on horizontal. They released an update where instead of client side is doing the encodes for the different formats, they're doing it server side, but it's breaking everyone's accounts that are doing it. So, just one of the many beautiful headaches we have to deal with just trying to stream.
More like one of the beautiful headaches you have to deal with in order to compensate for other people's stupidity.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Because if silly cunts didn't use fucking phones, you wouldn't need dual broadcasts.
Yes, but everyone uses phones, so we can either play the game.
No. People use technology. Silly cunts use phones. There's no two ways about it. How did you manage to steal my banking sort code and shit like that? It's because you've got it on your phone, you silly cunt.
I love it. Okay, but we do have to stop saying that once we go live on TikTok, unfortunately. No. But I love it now. We're good. I'll tell you when we go to TikTok. I'll tell you when we go to TikTok. All right. Anyways, news and announcements, and then I'm gonna get into helping you guys with homework questions. So I made a lot of announcements last night, so let's just go through some of them real quick. We're gonna do some of the giveaways like right now. So first thing coming up, again, welcome all the new students. If you guys found us through, actually, let me just go live on YouTube right now because they're probably waiting on YouTube. Just give me a second. Let's go live on YouTube. Let me start
just quickly,
this.
do the screenshots take PDFs?
I don't think so. You can try uploading a PDF. I don't think they take PDFs. All right, let's go live. Okay. And then this should be working finally. There we go. Okay. Anyways, so welcome to all the people who found us yesterday through all the AP Physics 1 stuff. Hope that was useful and stuff. I wanted to always reiterate that a lot of students were saying, "Damn, I wish I found this earlier." I say it's all good because I guarantee you have more classes you need help with in the future. So the good thing is you found it now at least. So go check it out, all you new students. And also, right, we have the calendar that shows all the times we stream. So if you're ever confused what time we're on, go click that button. It'll go check it out. It'll tell you when we're on. Okay, also, I need to do the Maddox prize giveaway today because Maddox gave me funding. So I got the money. Time to give it to you guys. So we're going to give out the prizes. So the first prize, $75, went to Aria Cuddle. Congrats, Aria. Second place went to Star. And now we're going to give another $50 out to people who just signed up at any point. So what I'm going to do here is we're going to do the first thing for the top 10. So the top 10 were eligible for a $25 gift card. So let's go to the picker wheel. Let's go put it in. And let's see who's going to win this prize. So here was for the top 10. Oh, and I got to take some people out, right? Because Aria, you can't win the prize twice. So Aria, I got to take you out, and then I think Dot File is also a star. Cool. There you go. All right, let's go spin. See who's gonna win. This was a really fun tournament. I had a really fun time with you guys. Who's gonna get it? Looks like Lucky Cat is lucky again. Congrats, Pineapple. You've won the $25 gift card for getting into the top 10. Congrats, Pineapple. Good job. Okay, now let's do the other $25 gift card for anyone who just joined. You didn't have to get in the top 10. You just had to like compete in it at some point.
Talk about me.
Talk about the GOAT, dude. All right,
hey,
so
how's it going, Ghost?
Good to see you, dude. Good to see you.
We're doing
the giveaway. We're doing the giveaway for the. So like Pineapple already won. I gotta take Pineapple out. Aria already won, and then Aria, Pineapple, and I took Dot File out. Okay, great. Oh, also take myself out. I don't count. And then my dad as well. I'm not gonna give it. As much as I love my dad, I don't think he would want the $10 gaming gift card. Okay, cool. So here you go. So this, yeah, dude, I'm glad, Lucky Cat. Congrats. I'm glad it made your day. This is the oh dude, my chat's now working on TikTok. Oh my god. Oh wow. Now it decides to work. That's crazy. I have no clue why TikTok decides to work sometimes and not others. Okay, sorry, let me fix that on TikTok. We're not streaming on TikTok yet, but all right, so then this is the other $25 gift card for anyone who at least entered. This was for Maddox. So let's spin again. Who's gonna get it? A lot of people entered. I think we had almost 24 people in this. Ooh, it's Fireblaze.
Yeah.
Okay, Fireblaze. If your name is Fireblaze, show me your account is named Fireblaze or whatever on Maddox, or send me a message.
Everyone change their name to Fireblaze.
No, I will know right away if you're trying to change your name. Don't do it. Yeah. Okay. Yes. So there we go. So that was the Maddox giveaway stuff. Congrats to everyone who won that. What? Why did the queue come up? Excuse me. Forgot my intensive use of the soundboard. Yeah, I love the soundboard. Kids love the soundboard, dude. It's the stimmies. All right, other things. The office hours queue. So I've been listening to you guys. I know there's been... What's up?
I won. I'm on Fireblaze now. If you look at my name, it says Fireblaze.
No way, he actually...
Is he actually Fireblaze?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, that looks... Yeah. The problem is, like, your name is also Breasticles in the list. So, like... And you're literally above.
Damn, man, you were next.
Yeah, he was
That's
close though, dude.
crazy.
Look at Breasticles was
Oh
close.
my
You were very close, Breasticles. I love it says Breasticles.
That would have been hilarious if I had won. Well, it's because my Google is Breasticles and my
your nickname is Breasticles as well.
Google is also Breasticles.
That's genius. So, right, so improvements to the queue. I've been talking about this a long time coming, and I finally, last night, I just bit the bullet and I just stayed up till 4 a.m. coding this, or having chat code it. But we are changing the queue system a little bit. So I know some of the younger, more introductory math students were feeling a little intimidated by the harder math questions we're working on, which I understand. It can look scary. So what I've always wanted to do in this server is to help people of all ages. So I know math can sometimes look scary and it can be intimidating. The whole point of this server here is to dispel that. When we work on harder math questions, I hope I'm doing a good job at least showing that there are simple parts to it that build into bigger parts, and I really enjoy them. They're fun. But to address the concerns of students who are saying, hey man, like my question will take 2 minutes. Can you just please help me with my question? Like I have to go to bed. I totally understand. We're now introducing a new weighting system to the questions. So anytime now you submit a question to the queue, we will have, and again, the queue is actualofficehours.com. Anytime you submit a question to the queue, AI will instantly look at the question, it will analyze what topic it's in, and then it will also rate a difficulty to it. And based on the difficulty and also the grade level of your question, that will affect the rate at which you gain points in the queue system. I just set up all the rules last night, so this might not be fully functional and it might not be fair yet, but we're going to figure it out. So if you ever want to learn about like what type of question you submitted, you can always click here on the about page, and it'll tell you, for instance, what the subject is, what the topic is, subtopic even, the estimated time to complete it, the estimated grade level, and then I don't know, some other information. So this is really cool. I coded this last night because I wanted to have some way to auto pick out like what the questions are. And yeah, so see if this says other, like I don't know what other is. Comparison of phones versus monitors.
Yeah, that's just like a meme. But I was gonna say real quick though, I think the weighting on the higher level should have a bit more points. Just cause like I don't really care because my questions are like I know them and it's just.
Do you see how yours is only plus 47
example,
compared to like plus 156?
And like I know sometimes like I think it's like Cody Beckett's or whatever. Sometimes in the YouTube chat, like he's an actual like PDE student who will have actual like questions on it. So for someone like that, like 47 points probably isn't entirely fair because you'll notice like I have 5 upvotes on mine.
Yeah,
and that test
and
one,
it's not boosting you, right?
One
Yeah.
upvote is already.
I will say the one
higher
thing
than
the one thing the system does penalize pretty heavily now is if the estimated time to completion is over 15 minutes.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So this question you submitted says 20 minutes to complete, and it also says upper division math. I agree, but so how the scoring system works, it looks primarily at like how long does this take to complete. This is mainly for me to filter out, not you, Breasticles, because like you mean well, but you know,
like the fuckbags that like submit like ridiculous math questions or like JEE things. Anything like that is instantly gonna get nerfed on this queue because it's just like no, I'm not spending 30 minutes solving a question on a stream. It's not fair to everyone else. So yeah, that's the reason why. It is pretty cool. Yeah, so we did code this. I can play with the numbers and stuff. This is just preliminary to see how it works. And also it should help out with,
I guess, expectations. Eventually, I want to do a thing where if the AI can see all the questions and recognize that there's groupings of questions like Sensation has suggested, like it'll be like, oh, there's 3 questions here all asking about slope of a line, then we'll just take all 3 of those and we'll just knock them out, bam, 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 because at least it's about the same topic. So we're on that path. We're going there. What's up, Equity?
This
so
is
what
the
is,
coolest thing I've ever seen from this server so far, bro.
Let you like look at the about. And
sorry, Breasticles, can you say it again? Sorry, I was talking to Shaq.
Oh, I was just wondering if there's a reason why, like, if you look at the very bottom on one of Sensation's ones with like 2 bullets, like no
that's because there's interesting. That's because there's an error, I guess, on that. It probably fucks up every once in a while. I'd have to go check the admin console.
That was an actual test. I mean, you can still answer the question. Someone will need to know it, but the point was just to make
I
sure
also have stuff
working.
where now Gladiator. It says yours is suspicious. I do have something else to like kind of figure out like who has suspicious questions. All right, so this says error. Model output was not valid JSON. Okay, so I mean we're gonna have errors here and there trying to get this to work. Again, I coded this last night, but yeah, in the case that it bugs out and it can't classify the question, it just gives it the default 60, which I guess is split because you have 2 questions. The queue has evolved once more. Yes, it's a work in progress. So, yeah, hopefully this is you know, moving us in the right direction. I love problems. These are good problems to have. I love the problem that we have too many questions, because now it comes up with cool ways for us to figure out how to fix it. Did I spell Q wrong? I don't think I spelled Q wrong.
No, Leos did.
Oh, Leos did. Oh, Gladiator. It's okay. Okay. Anyways, so yeah, we're gonna play around with that today. If it's totally broken, I agree. With some of the punishments might be hard. I'll go through and we'll tweak it. It's a work in progress. Is the line super long? It's 9 questions. But as I explained, Mathematician, there's some new scoring to it. So. All right. Also, if you're part of the actual resolutions challenge, please go check the channel. Make sure you fill it out. I know 4 of you guys have, but if you're still part of it, go fill that out. We're going to do the giveaway at the end of the week and celebrate all the resolutions you guys have gone through. And then lastly, at the end of the week, on Friday, we're going to do another Maddox type event. So this will be a mini tournament similar to what we had for the tournament for the top 10, but I'm going to open this up to anyone. So anyone can compete in this. It's fun, what do we call it? Like mental math challenges. And all you have to do is sign up for a free Maddox account and show up at 6 o'clock Friday. And whoever wins the most amount of rounds will get the most chance of winning the $10 gift card. So, cool. That's all the news I have. And again, any questions, comments, or general yappery, use the thread below. Additionally, I think on Friday, if they release the FRQ for AP Physics 1, I'm going to do a bonus stream where I'm just going to walk through it, because I know that's a huge thing. Students are always wondering, hey, can someone just walk through what the released questions were so they can start to feel good about themselves? So, yeah, thank you. I should give priority to my old subscribers. Well, I do. So, for instance, if you watch the stream a lot, you can build up channel points, and you can buy the perk, the Me First perk, which will automatically bump you to the top no matter what. If that gets abused, I will have to raise the price on it. But right now I have it for that. That is how we reward longtime users on the stream. Okay. Before I get into doing math and homework questions, anyone have any comments, concerns about things, suggestions?
But why male models?
But why male models? Thank you, Shaq. I appreciate that. Yeah, the price of everything will go up. Yeah, the price of gas went up today, dude. What? You want to see what the price of gas was today? It was like 6 something. My backyard. Let's see, I have pictures of things. This is, what was it? There you go. This is the pain of living in California. It's currently $6.40 down the street from me, and that's the cheap gas station. There's places I see there's 7 or 8.
I'm glad I don't live there. I got a fucking 30-gallon tank.
Yeah, dude, that's expensive. Do you have one of those like dual tanks in your truck, or is that a single tank?
No, that's just a single tank. It's like a 30 or a 33-gallon tank.
I know some of the trucks would have 2 tanks. They'd have that in the back.
Yeah. That's it's mostly Ford, I believe, that does that on like their. Well, I want to say it's like their 2010 to 2020 or something.
And stuff.
I feel bad for on the 2500s in the Cummins. You can get a 50 or 55-gallon tank for like long range towing, and I feel bad for those guys when they
that's gonna be a couple. You know, at that point you start maxing out
gallons of diesel.
Dude, diesel is $8. I don't know if you saw that picture, but diesel is $7.99 here. $8. That's $400 to fill up the tank.
Yeah, $400 a tank.
Crazy. Okay. All right. Let's start off the questions.
How much did you say?
What's up? What are you gonna say?
How much did you say?
$8 for diesel. Anything in the U.S. is cheaper than Europe, like guaranteed. It doesn't even matter if you live in California.
No.
Well, you pay per liter. We're per gallon.
I'm looking at. No. I'm working on per gallon. It's about the same, but yours is slightly more expensive in dollars. But you get more dollars to the pound. So we're at least 1/3 cheaper than you are right now.
Oh wow, that's crazy. Petrol.
Yeah, I didn't expect that. I didn't expect that either.
Yeah, because you guys pay by the liter usually. You don't pay by the gallon.
No, I'm working out.
I know you're working out the conversions. Yeah, Florida gas is pretty cheap. Yeah, but then you have to live in Florida, dude.
Oh no. Yeah, £7 a gallon is still pretty mental.
Pretty metal. All right, let's start off the math and science questions. Looks like Jeff's already claimed me first, so let's start it off. All right. Welcome everyone to Actual Education Office Hours. My name is Dr. Gold, extremely helpful math and science homework. All sorts of fun stuff today. TikTok. And yes, we are live on TikTok. So we're going to be real nice for TikTok and our overlords at the People's Republic of TikTok.
No talking about tanks in the streets.
Or squares that start with the letter T. Let me see. Okay, so Jeff wants Equity's question. Dude, so Equity, Jeff is kind of your... I don't want to say sugar daddy, but like, yeah, he keeps picking your question. Okay, so here we go. This is Equity. So interesting. Let's look at what Equity's question got classified as. Equity says math, topic, algebra, polynomial factors. Says I should be able to complete it in 3 minutes. Let's see if I can do it in 3 minutes. Okay. I think that's where because yeah, it's a certain amount of time for me to do it, but then also there's a multiplier because I have to teach it. So if something tells me it's going to take me 20 minutes to do, it'll take me like 40 minutes to teach it. Or I guess in this case, Breasticles is just teaching me anyway, so it'll take Breasticles 40 minutes to teach me.
But also I like kind of question the whole like.
Yeah, we'll see how accurate it is. We'll see how accurate it is. I'm curious.
Egg timer.
What's up? What's not working?
Egg timer.
What's an egg timer? Oh, yeah, we have an egg timer. Well,
you hit the button, then just let it run, and then just see how long it takes, and then just hit the button at the end and see.
Yeah, so when I normally select a question, it will start an egg timer on the stats page. I need to link this with the me first somehow. I'll figure that out. Right now we just do it manually.
I think what would be like really cool is if you could set it up so that you time it for how long it takes to do the question,
and then you have it calibrated
at the end of it, put it in, and be able to look at like all the various times
the data
takes you to do the question, and then do it based off of that. So if something seems
there's a correction factor probably. Yeah, we could use AI to learn.
5 minutes to be able, if it says 5 minutes, but it takes 15 because it's actually a multiple choice, and AI is like just use this general solution, but it doesn't, like, no one knows it. You know what I mean?
We'll see. We'll see how good it is.
Counts for that.
Okay, the expression 4x squared plus bx minus 45, where b is a constant, can be rewritten as hx plus k times x plus j, where h, k, and j are integer constants. Which of the following must be an integer? Oh, this is fun. Well, definitely h, right? This tells me right away that h is equal to 4. You could multiply this out if you wanted to FOIL it. Maybe that would help. I'm just going to do it just in case. So that would be hx squared plus hj plus kx plus kj. And so that would look like this. hx squared plus kx plus, and then this is going to be h plus k times j. And if we look at how this matches up, right, that tells me right away, just by terms. So the only thing in front of the x squared is a 4. The only x squared thing here has an h in front of it. So that tells me right away that h is equal to 4. Cool. This tells me that k is equal to b. Oh, so duh. Yeah. Right? If k is equal to b, then b over k has to be an integer, yeah? I feel like it's just done. I don't think any of these other ones would be necessarily correct. Because this would tell me that you think I messed up. Oh, no, dude. Did I? I don't think I messed up. Where did I mess up? Oh, I did mess up. Yeah. Wait. There should be a JXH. Yeah. Can I solve IIT problems? Maybe. Yeah, I messed up already. Oh, no. Okay, one sec. hx squared HJX. I forgot the X.
Bruh.
Damn it.
Brother, this guy stinks!
This was getting so nice for a second there. There we go. Okay. Okay. The first term is at least right. Okay. HJX, KX, KJ. Okay, so these two combine. And that's going to be HJ plus K all times X. And then this is going to be plus KJ. Brilliant. Okay. Awesome. This, I know this whole thing here has to equal negative 45. Okay, so KJ is equal to negative 45. And then B is a constant. They don't tell us whether B is an integer or anything, though, right? So I don't think that really helps me out. But I do know that this is equal to B. Negative 45 over K is equal to J. Oh, yeah, correct. But do we know if J is an integer, though? Oh, but J is an integer. Wow. I see. H, K, and J have to be integers. So, yes. From this part here, if we put this under, we get J is equal to negative 45 over K. And we know this has to be an integer because it's one of the special variables. So then this must also be an integer. So this must be an integer. Answer choice is D. Yes, you can. Yeah, Milo, just submit it to the queue. Okay. Does that make sense there, Equity? I don't think that one was that bad. That was question 8.
Why didn't that work?
Did submit not work? Oh, there it goes.
There we go.
Yeah. Let's see what Equity says real quick. Yes, cool. Nice. All right, great. Good job. Nice job, Equity. Welcome back, Mila. How'd AP Physics 1 go?
Well done!
All right. And then, how did you determine the difficulty? I don't. And honestly, that's kind of arbitrary. That's AI just trying to determine the difficulty. What I did was I told AI in determining how many minutes would it take you to solve, I think I said as a high school senior, how many minutes would it take you to solve this? Which might make sense, Breasticles, why yours would say 20 minutes though. Because if you were a college level person doing that course, doing that class, it wouldn't take you 20 minutes, right?
No, probably not. I mean, it depends on how much it would take. I also noticed it's being weird with the votes.
Oh, is it? Like Interesting.
Okay. So I put it, if you look there,
what's up?
I put in a well, it just got its first vote. But I put in a second one just as a stress test out of curiosity. And obviously, right, I voted for it. But I mean, it had 0 votes. And now
your second entry always comes in with 0. So
I see.
And the votes only does a multiplier on your amount. So if you have 0 times whatever is 0.
Oh, I see.
What did you submit here though? Is this like a ridiculous question?
No. So I was actually gonna ask if you could delete my first question. It's a curiosity of if I can.
Okay, here I'll delete. I'll delete question 2.
The very first
cool.
one, but no, I want the stress test still there, but the very first.
All right, I'll leave the stress test for you.
I want to see if there's different ways you can work.
So do you see how yours now bumped up to 72 per hour because now you don't have 2 that are split. Yeah, so this should do better. Yeah. The reason why I have your second question come in as 0 because people would sometimes like post, but then both of them would come in at basically 10, which is a lot of votes compared. So I do want to like kind of really nerf the second question coming in right away. There's a gazillion things we could do here with gamifying this, but okay. Let's choose our first winner for today. We haven't actually rolled for a winner yet.
Let's go gambling.
There you go, Gladiator. I mean, we're gonna figure it out. So let's see. This question says it should take around 8 minutes to do. All right, let's see. The timer's on, so now now you can see the timer, how long we've been working on this question. I didn't make a joke about your country. You guys okay? Icky chemistry. Yeah, that's the other thing, Jeff. Now you can see it at a glance how many chemistry and how many math questions are in the queue. Okay, so for the following
let me be clear, just so there's no infighting. You can joke about whatever you like.
Yes.
We have absolute freedom of speech. Just don't shout fire in a crowded theater.
Yes,
if you want to call somebody the N-word, do it. I don't give a shit.
Well, I mean, don't do it in my chat, please, because then my chat gets banned.
Get out,
Nick. TikTok picks up on this stuff. They're quick.
I did the stress test, and it did not work how I expected it to.
Okay. After this question, let me know. Let me know the feedback. It
lowered the difficulty by 2 out of 10, and the time by another 5 minutes.
We'll see. All right. Here's the decomposition. A flask contains this much nitrogen tetrachloride. The equilibrium constant is that. What are the concentrations of all species in equilibrium? This is great. Okay, so I believe this is where we use like an ICE table. ICE. So we have to put concentrations. And so initially we're going to say that there's 0 of this, 0 of this, and we do have a concentration of this. Concentrations are equal to moles over volume. So moles over liters. So in this case, you're going to have 0.680 divided by 10, which that's the same thing as 0.068 for the initial concentration. Okay, this is balanced, right? 6 chlorines, 2 nitrogens, 2 nitrogens. This is going to lose some amount, and it's going to lose minus 2x because I have a 2 in the coefficient here. This is going to gain 3x, and then this is going to gain 1x. So whenever you're putting the change here, you always put x, and then the amount of x depends on what the coefficient is. So then we're left with this, 0.068 minus 2x. This is going to be 0 plus 3x, which is just 3x. This is going to be 0 plus 1x, which is just x. And now I need to set up what KEQ is. So KEQ is going to equal the concentration of the products over the concentration of the reactants. And then also these ones need exponents based on what the coefficients are. So your products was Cl2, but there's 3 of them, so that's Cl2 cubed. You have N2, and there's only a 1 in front of that, so that's to the first power. And then your reactant, which is nitrogen tetrachloride, or trichloride, sorry, that has a 2 in front of it, so that's what this is. Wow, okay, so this is a pretty complicated question for, what, 3 minutes? All right, these are final concentrations, so I'm going to put some numbers in. So I got 3x cubed, x to the first, over 0.068 minus 2x, and that's all to the second. And then this all needs to equal 1.56 times 10 to the minus 3. Okay. That comes out to be 3x to the fourth. Hey man, I'm here to say the AP Physics 1 was super easy. Yeah, awesome, dude. Thank you, Jay. Appreciate it. Glad you like the stream. I'll do a walkthrough of the FRQs when they release them on Friday, so be on the lookout for that stream. That'll be a fun one. We can commiserate, because some people said the FRQs were a nightmare. So I'm going to try to work through those. Okay, let's see here. What can I do? What can I do? I think I could square root both sides. I think it's kind of like the next step here. Just to make the math look nicer, right? Let's square root both sides. Okay. So this is going to turn into the square root of 3 times x squared. And then this is going to be over 0.068 minus 2x. And then that's equal to whatever this thing is. So that's going to be, let's just say 1.56. Doesn't it go to 3.5 times 10 to the minus 8? Oh, my bad. Sorry. I read this as the equilibrium constant. I had dyslexia today.
Oh no.
Okay, so actually that actually changes things a lot, because now I'm gonna make an approximation. Yeah, you're so right. Okay, I was looking at it. I'm like, that's not a very low KEQ. I can't make a. There's a simplification that makes this a lot easier. I'm gonna show you what it is. We need a book of sensations best responses.
It's true. Don't give people bad advice.
Bad advice.
It's like, what do you mean? I've been. Don't give people bad advice.
Okay, this is the square root of this. Okay,
when
here's what we're gonna.
6 months.
Yeah, you were gone for quite a while, Sensation. We haven't talked about that.
You done messed up, Aaron!
Okay, what we are gonna do here is, and this is a common trick we do in chemistry because we're lazy, is instead of leaving this thing in the equation, I'm just gonna get rid of it. Because my rationale for that is that if I have a number plus or minus a small number, it doesn't really make a difference. But if I have a small number multiplying by stuff, that does matter. The example I always give here is, right, let's say you're doing 5 plus 0.001. You see how this is basically still 5 because it'd be 5.001. So adding and subtracting small numbers doesn't really do much. But if I do 5 times 0.001, well, now that really affects the number, because now this would be 0.0005, and that's bad, right? So you don't want to ignore this, because that's something that really changes the number. So we're going to pretend that this doesn't exist. We're going to be like, I don't need it, because it's going to make the math a lot simpler. Because at this point, now all I have to do is just multiply that over, divide that over, do another square root, and then we're done. So I'm going to say x squared is equal to 0.068. I'm going to say times 3.5 times 10 to the minus 8. And then I'm going to say there's a 5% trick you have to look at. Yes, I will show you. I will show you how you know. Well, first of all, 10 to the minus 8 is pretty small, so I think we're good. But we will check. It's called the 5% rule. So that's this, and so x is equal to all of that to the 1/2. So now we're going to go calculate. This is kind of a pain. Okay. Let's see. Calculator. Okay, so 0.068 times 3.5. Oh, wait, but I can put this in parentheses. E to the minus 8. And then that's also to the 0.5. And then we're going to divide that by the square root of 3. And then we're going to take the square root of that again. Okay, so that gets me 0.0027. So I'm going to say x is equal to 0.0027. Right, so the question is, was I okay making that approximation? What you have to check is that if the value you get for x is less than 5% of the value it was subtracting or adding from, then you're okay. This is called the 5% rule. We say that that was like good enough. Comes to watch the AI sorting algorithm fail.
Oh no.
Oh, Zach, we're always looking to, you know. Zach, do you have other ideas for how to have it sort? I mean, I could have people self-report, but then people would just say, "Oh, my question's easy."
Oh no.
You can't do that. Unfortunately,
see if I can think of something, but
yeah, if anyone has suggestions,
does seem to be a bit struggling a bit. Like if you look at the ChatGPT link I shared,
yeah,
that's the solution to a problem that it says should only take 8 minutes.
So you think it's underestimating severely?
It's severely.
Okay, well that's good. Well, that means I just put more of a penalty on questions that are seen as longer. I can sort it, yeah, but I don't have time to sort it since Zach. I also have to stream. That's the issue. It got a different X value. Let's see. Let me see what they did. 0.068. X is 1.56. We're close. Let me think here for a second. We said it was minus 2x. I'm off by a factor of 2. That's what is funny to me. That or AI is off. I'm curious now, actually. One sec. Yeah, 0.068 times that to the 1/2 divided by the square root of 3. All that square rooted. Well, yeah. No. I'm talking about Gladiator's solution. Yes, I agree. Okay, so I am off by a factor of 2 somewhere. Hit AI razzing token. Yeah. Okay, one sec. Let's see. We're close. And this is where AI is useful, because I can find out exactly like where we're slightly messing up here. We have the right method. What's going on? Let me see. 3.5 times 10 to the minus 8 is oh, you know what I fucked up on? This should have been 27x to the 4th, not 3.
Oh no.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah.
What the fuck, man?
So when I multiplied this together, I forgot that the cube also needs to cube the 3. Okay, that's fine. All good. Yeah. I was looking at it, I was like, man, we're like really close. Yeah, there you go. That's it. It's just this error. That is where AI is useful, because now I know what my slight calculator error was. Okay, all of that to the 0.5. Good, there we go. Now we get the 0.00156. Okay, but let me show you how you can tell whether you were okay with making that decision in saying that 3.5 times 10 to the minus 8 is small. You want to compare the number you got from X compared to what this is. Well, in this case, it's 2 times that. It was 2x. So I would say like 2 times 0.00156. And let's compare it to that. So 2 times 0.00156 divided by 0.068, and then you can multiply by 100 for percentages. And yes, that's 4.6%. So technically you're okay. Thank you so much for the review. Oh, nice. It was better than you thought. Congrats. I'm glad Kalka's phone. It was fun. It was, yeah. I hope you get a 5 as well.
Good job.
I'm glad it wasn't as bad as you thought it was going to be. Okay, so Gladiator, do you see this? Because the thing we got that we removed and ignored is only 5% of the number that it was subtracting from. Well, in this case, it's less than 5%. It's 4.6%. Then you're okay to use that approximation. Safe to say I got cooked. Oh no! Don't get cooked too much, guys. Okay, cool. So there you go. So that's X. And then if you want to figure out the concentrations of everything, you just plug those numbers into here, right? So this is equal to the concentration of N2, and then the other one is 3 times that, and then the other one is 0.068 minus 2 times that. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. You're going to have a lot more algebra. Yeah. If you were to keep this X here, then this becomes a horrendous, like, quadratic. So you don't want that. Yeah. So there you go. Cool. All right, good question there. Let's see, how long did that take me compared to how long it thought it was going to take? So that took me 15 minutes. And ChatGPT estimated 8. Okay. So we're looking at probably a factor of 2 so far. And there's always going to be a difference between like doing it and teaching it. That was Chem, yeah. Okay, let's mark that one as done. What's up, Scan? I was cooking on that test. Good. Well, yeah. Whether you did well or you think you didn't do well, it's over. You can now enjoy the rest of your summer break, unless you have AP Calc as well. Which I'm happy to help you guys out with as well. All right, let's see. So, Gladiator. The lab fried me. Oh, dude, I can't wait to see what the lab question was. And this is the other cool thing. So now I'm having, whenever a question gets answered and we put it in our Discord, I'm also having it post all the diagnostic stuff about it. Because I think eventually this could be cool data to look at. I should also have it post how long it took for me to do the question. That would be cool, right? We could analyze that data later.
1 + 1 equals 11. Yep, in JavaScript. That's why I fucking hate JavaScript.
Do you know what percentage it is of 4 or 5? It depends, Haster. It depends on how the exam goes. If everyone bombs it, then they'll lower the cutoffs for sure. Okay, let's see. Let's go find out the next question we're gonna go do. Let's go choose a winner.
Let's go gambling!
Teams Creator, congrats. Coordinate geometry says it should take 12 minutes to do. I think it depends. If DM gives me like a whole, yeah. But see, in this case, I'm not going to do all these questions. So AI is kind of making a little bit of a mistake because I won't do all of these. That would take forever. I will do a couple of these. DM's always like, can you just do my homework? No. You can't just do your homework, dude. I object to question 2 on this test. Let's see, what's question 2 saying? Oh, is it because it involves like
my name is Jeff.
Globe things? What's up, Sensation?
I was going to say, the next person that asks you to do your homework, say, sure, but please sign this form to join the army because that's the only place you'll ever be useful.
need you to go die for Israel. Sorry.
Oh, no.
Stop, Aaron!
Okay, let's see.
Oh, no Jews.
You are traveling for vacation from Atlanta to Nashville, but you want to stop halfway. Google Maps estimates Atlanta to be a latitude and longitude of that, and Orlando to be that. Approximately what coordinates would be halfway? You should know how to do this. Come on. DM, this is easy. Atlanta to Nashville. In Orlando. Okay. First of all, you have to know a little bit of geography here. Wait, also, why do I care about Orlando? Orlando is nowhere close to this. What? What is this question even asking?
You done messed up, Aaron!
Nashville
in Florida. What?
Wait, okay, here. I'm gonna draw some things. Atlanta is here, first off.
Atlanta's in Georgia.
Yeah, it's good. Nashville is like over here.
In Texas.
No, Tennessee. And then Orlando is down here.
It's in Florida.
Yeah. Okay. Google Maps estimates Atlanta to be at a latitude of 33,84. Okay, that's a point. And Orlando to be at 30. Dude, where did Orlando come in this question?
Oh, no.
Dude, what? Oh, man. See, come on, guys. Come on. We have to at least be somewhat competent in writing questions. Okay. I assume they meant to say Nashville. Also, they said Orlando, which is not a thing. It's Orlando. Okay, 38. Okay, here we go. 38,77. All right, fine. No more Orlando. What would be halfway? So if you ever want to find the midpoint between 2 points, this is the formula. It's really just the averages. So midpoint is equal to x1 plus x2 all over 2. Female Orlando. Yeah, Orlando. And then y1 plus y2 over 2. This is how you figure out midpoint. So you're just going to average the two. So, what's the average between 33 and 38? I think that's 35.5. Because 33 and 38 would be 71 divided by 2. And then 84 and 77 would be 161. So that would be 80.5. So there you go. Orlandi, or no, it should be Orlandex. Orlandex if it's gender neutral. Orlandex. Sensations like get out.
Get out! Or you could just call it just or.
Or.
Just or.
Yeah. We object on a bunch of things here. Okay, so this one you should be able to do, DM dude, right? Just use the midpoint formula. I know you can do this. And then the height of isosceles triangles is determined by drawing a line through a line A through B, and then is the midpoint of the line AC. That's not all the time though, right? I think that's called the segment bisector or whatever, right? But that's not always 90, no? The height? Oh, it's isosceles though. Oh, okay, maybe. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. So that's telling me that this angle is equal to this angle? Okay, so yeah, sure. So if you were to bisect this... Yeah, that makes sense. Because this angle would be equal to this angle. This length would be equal to this length. Okay, that's cool actually how that works. If this is isosceles. So, okay, again, this is just figuring out what the midpoint of these 2 points is. I know you know how to do this, right? This would just be -2, -2. And that looks like 5, 1. So you would get 1.5, -0.5. Which, yeah, it looks like where it would be, right? 1.5, -0.5. Nice. Okay. Let me see this one. Is this one any different? Midpoint. What is it? Point B is the other endpoint of the line segment. Is the other endpoint of the line segment. Oh, they didn't even label, like, okay, I assume M is the midpoint. Yeah, they don't even label that. Dude, this is the worst worksheet I've ever seen.
Oh no.
But okay, this one is maybe a little bit harder to do. This one's easy. You know how to do this, but what's up, Sensation?
Whoever keeps writing test, stop it. We need to know who the questions are assigned to. If you're not here to have them answered, then we're not going to answer them.
Oh no, those are me. Those are me. I was just curious about the time of it. One of them was one that we've already done that takes 20. It took 20 minutes. It says it takes 8. The other one is a Riemann's data hypothesis, and it claims that you can solve it in 20 minutes.
Oh no.
Okay, yes. There's always going to be those troll ones. Well, now you understand why the 20-minute is punished so heavily. I think my teacher made this right before sleeping. I think your teacher made this right before, like, sleeping pills, dude. What?
I think they made it right in the middle of them.
Yeah, I made it right in the middle of it.
Oh no.
What's that one sleeping pill? That
Oh man,
says they,
yeah,
like,
no.
Sleepwalk and sleep drive while doing it.
My friend used to always be prescribed it. And he'd do the weirdest shit, dude. Fuck, what was it called?
I feel like it started with an A.
It did, and it wasn't Ativan. It wasn't Vyvanse.
I want to say it was like a Aleve or something.
No. Aleve's like, is like Ambien.
Oh
Ambien.
yeah. That was it.
Ambien. Yeah. Ambient's fucking weird. Okay. Minus 3.5, comma. This one is a little bit harder, so I will show you how to do this one, DM. And then B in this case is going to be X, comma Y. You don't know what the X, comma Y is. But then you know the midpoint is equal to -1, comma 4. And from the midpoint formula, you know that this number is the average of these numbers. So you know -3.5 plus X all over 2 is equal to -1. And then you know the average of these numbers, so 5.5 plus Y is equal to 4. And so now this is just an algebraic thing you're solving for. So -3.5 plus X is equal to -2. So that's going to get you X is equal to 1.5. And then in this case, you're going to get 5.5 plus Y is equal to 8. Subtract 5.5 and you get Y is equal to 2.5, which I think looks pretty close, right? Yeah, 1.5, 2.5, sure. Nice. Okay, cool. Good questions, DM.
We're talking about drugs. Yes, how do you not know that? It's quite clear what we're discussing.
Yeah.
Which reminds me, it's so weird how it's like you can just buy shit like that over the counter.
You cannot buy Ambien all over the. You cannot buy Ambien over the counter, dude. No, that's prescribed.
No, is it?
Oh yeah. It's like
I feel like there are like other ones though that are over
yeah, maybe like the NyQuil you can get. That you have to be 18 though.
NyQuil can.
Yeah, people make like DXM out of it sometimes too, which is like terrible. These are all just like dumb ways people try to get high. It's just like, what?
Paint.
They are effective, though.
Yeah, but terrible.
Yeah, I mean, no one ever said they were healthy, but like...
Not even fun. Okay.
Not fun, I don't know about that, but...
Yeah.
The whole thing about mushrooms. I wonder what it was like for the first people to try mushrooms. The first person dies, the second person saw God for 3 days.
Well, that's an evolutionary thing. Plants developed that because they didn't want to be eaten, right? So they were trying to condition things not to eat them, because if you did eat them, you would start tripping out and then like a lion would eat you. It's just like, yeah, don't eat me, please. But then people were like, oh, I do want to eat it.
You're like a mushroom and you like evolve to like make people trip whenever they eat them to like
it's like, and now people really start eating you.
Turns out that people are just like growing you just to like go to Denver and trip balls.
Go to Denver. All right, let's see. I can't. Oh, there we go. Now the point spot is working. Sorry, Gladiator, I couldn't get this to work for you. That was Gladiator, and then this question was from DM Scrader. Calc funds. I'm so cooked. I have Calc BC and Music Theory on Monday, Psych on Tuesday, Lang and Physics C on Wednesday, Physics C and AM on Thursday, and CSA. Jesus. Calc is fun. That's a lot of AP classes, dude. Look at that list of classes, dude. Holy shit. I mean, you must be earning some mad college credit at least, which is great. I did that. I came into college as a junior because I think I had like 20 or 30 credit hours from all my AP classes, which was dope.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Someone comes in and just says, "Can you do science?"
I can do science. It's a valid question.
How do you get here and not know that?
I don't know. The algorithm just like shows it to them. Well, because they see us doing math. They see us doing math, and they probably wonder, could this person also do science? And yes, I can do science.
Physics.
It is actually in the description, though. If you do read the description on the stream, it does very... But no one reads anything anymore.
Yeah, and the great big link in big letters that tells you where to go to submit questions. And everyone's like, how do you submit questions?
Yeah. This is kind of fun, though. Look what we got for the queue here, dude. Look at this. Yeah, see, your 8 out of 10 questions, though, Breasticles, right, are getting severely nerfed.
Yeah,
whereas...
well... My thought was more just like, if I like submit something that's just a known like $1 million problem that no one's ever been able to solve, what's it gonna do? And yeah, it claims 20 minutes and 13th grade level.
Is this the Riemann hypothesis?
Yeah.
It does claim it's an 8 out of 10 though, at least.
I'd give it a 10 out of 10 if no one's ever solved it.
I know. Yeah, I do wonder what a 10 out of 10 is. Because the highest I've seen is 8 out of 10. Get the $1 million. Yeah, let's do it. That's how we're gonna fund ourselves. We're gonna get ChatGPT to solve the Riemann-Zeta hypothesis. It's funny how the question type is conceptual identification, and the estimated grade level is 13. I told it to go up to grade 17 if it's a grad level question. We gotta modify.
Yeah, I haven't seen it go.
Let's go gambling.
Yeah, it hasn't gone past 13.
Mine was completely ungraded, and I think I got nerfed for that one.
Sensation! What was your question, dude? Let's see. What'd you submit, dude? Cool.
Someone was asking about this, so I just produced something random.
No, it's a good. Yeah, let's just do some of them. Let's do some of them. These are good. Higher out. Maybe I'll do one from like each little section real quick. I think it's probably a good idea.
I can't remember who was asking about it.
Well, it doesn't matter. I mean, you're asking about it, which is great. Let's do it. All right. Factorize. Okay, I like this one. Let's do this one real quick. So this is saying factorize x squared plus 11x plus 24. This is called a perfect square trinomial. So anytime you have something with x squared, just a regular x, and then no x on it. Yeah, Jeff, I think this one means expand and collect like terms is probably what they mean to say. But the trick for this is you ask yourself what two numbers multiply to 24, but they add up to 11. In that case, you get 3 times 8 multiplies to 24, but also 3 plus 8 is equal to 11. So that tells you that 3 and 8 are your factors, and they were both positive. So this is just going to become x plus 3, x plus 8.
Good job.
The reason why this is handy is a lot of times you'll be given an expression like this, and you'll say set it equal to 0, because you're trying to find either the roots or the x-intercepts. So if this was saying also equal to 0, once you have it in factored form, it's super easy to figure out what the x's would be, because you just ask yourself, well, what makes this 0? Oh, that would be x equals negative 3. What makes this 0? That would be x is equal to negative 8. And then you're done. So rather than having to do the quadratic formula, it's super nice and easy to just do this. Right, this one says solve using the quadratic formula. Yeah, I wouldn't want to do this one. I don't think you have to use the quadratic formula for this one, actually, anyways. Let me show you how you could do this one with factoring as well. So 2x squared minus 5x minus 3. You could do the whole x equals negative b plus or minus the square root, blah, 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 blah. Or you can... Dude, I still don't remember the slide. Fuck, I don't remember slide and divide, though.
Oh, no.
Move the 2 over to the... so multiply 3 by 2, and then...
So I know this.
Like you normally would.
Yeah. This is what I would always do. I would do...
by 2.
I would do 2 times negative 3 is equal to negative 6. And then I need to know what multiplies what goes to negative 5. So that would be 1 and negative 5. And then, so what's the slide part here?
Oh, yeah. So, you would factor it like normal. Right. So you would get a,
what, x plus 1, x minus 5?
Does that, I don't think that factors to x squared minus 5x minus 6.
Oh, sorry. This would be 1 and sorry, 1 and -6. Sorry, that's what I wanted to say. Okay, it's that. Yep. Because 1 minus 6 is -5.
Mm-hmm.
And then since what?
-6 divides by 2, you divide by 2, so you get x minus 3, and 1 doesn't divide by 2, so you get 2x plus 1.
Oh, fascinating. Okay. So then you look at both of these numbers and you say which one divides by 2.
Yeah, or whatever your a value
So because 6 divides by 2, that becomes x minus 3. And then because this doesn't divide by 2, we make that coefficient have a 2 in front of it.
Mm-hmm.
So this one's check, but this one is not. So this one's no.
No.
So then we put a 2 in front of it. So then you get 2x plus 1, x minus 3. Let me just make sure that makes sense. 2x squared, yeah, minus 3, and then that's x minus 6x is minus 5x. Yeah, wow.
Good job.
That's such a cool trick. You showed me why that works, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, and then to solve this, just set this equal to 0. So x equals 3. And then set this one equal to 0. 2x plus 1 is equal to 0. So that just tells me x is equal to -1/2. And then you're done. See how much easier that was than having to write out the quadratic formula? Like, gross.
Oh, no.
Not good.
Yeah. That's so cool. I like doing the Punnett square method, and then it's kind of like factoring by grouping, but simultaneous equations. This one's not too bad. Let's do this one. Okay, so this would be 3x plus 2y is equal to 16. 2x minus y is equal to 1. This is where the elimination method is fun. So on yesterday's stream, I showed how you could divide equations by each other to get stuff that was simple. This is where like you add and subtract equations to get things that are simple. I'm going to take this whole thing and I'm going to multiply it by 2. So now I would have 4x minus 2y is equal to 2. I don't know what happened to this 3. Just started melting. Now you can add these two equations to each other. And so this becomes 18 plus 2y minus 2y becomes 0. 3x and 4x is 7x. And so that gets you x is equal to 18 over 7. Super cool. And then you would take this and you plug it back in to either one of them. You can plug back into this one. So I would say 2 times 18 over 7 minus y is equal to 1. Move that over there, move that over there. So you get 36 over 7 plus 7, minus 7 over 7 is equal to y. And so y is equal to 29 over 7. Nice. That's another fun one to do. Yeah. And then here, I'll do one last one here. I'll do this. So x squared minus 25 over x plus 5. This is a difference of squares, which is the same thing as x plus 5 times x minus 5. And then we have over x plus 5. Cancel, cancel. And your final answer is x minus 5. Nice. Cool question. That was a fun little speed run of all the algebra. Sensation. Cool. All right, let's go see. Let's go see the other ones. Let me make sure my chat's still working on. Yeah, okay, cool. All right, let's go check this out. Not this. Yes, TikTok's still working. I guess I see you, Sensation. I was just doing the quadratic formula for Chem, but with ugly numbers. Yeah. Don't do those. Those are ugly, dude. You don't need those. Oh, this is a very big chat. Oh, wow. One sec. Let me fix this real quick. This should be a height of 250, I think. This is 700 by 250. Don't worry, I got you, Sensation. Okay, cool. All right, there we go. Let's go check what's next on the queue.
What?
Complex analysis, special functions. I want to maybe color code the topics too. That'd be kind of cool. Make like physics like blue, make like math another color. I have the difficulty being at least color coded. But okay. Let's go choose one.
Let's go gambling!
1 out of 10, pretty fun. It's Test. Who is Test? What was Test? Okay, here, we'll mark that one as done.
Yeah, that one was me.
Yeah, I know, that's good. No, I do want you to be able to like test to see whether people put legitimate things or just like pictures of clowns and stuff.
I thought you'd got rid of them.
Yeah, no, it's okay.
Let's go gambling!
Bum, ba, bum, ba, bum, ba, bum. Billie Eilish.
Pretty sure that's also just another test.
Not me.
Shit post.
Okay. This said difficulty 1 out of 10. Yeah. Estimated time to minutes, 0.5. Oh, look, it got the grade level, though. It says that's a 6th grade level question. Oh, man. That's probably like a 2nd level. Well, I put the floor at 6th grade. I said anywhere from 6th to 17th. Is what I said.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yes, there was a camel in the last one. All right, let's choose another one.
Let's go gambling!
Rigged.
Rigged. Krish Blaster. Physics. Difficulty 7 out of 10. Uh-oh. 7 out of 10.
Why am I immediately thinking about the whole Hare Krishna thing that used to go on? I don't know if it still goes on in the US. But
I wonder why it thinks this one's a 7 out of 10. I don't think this is a 7 out of 10. This is pretty chill. Isn't it just like potential energy? Maybe because it sees like a lot of words. Okay. 2 charged spheres, each with a charge plus Q, are held in place on the x-axis at -A and +A. A small charged object with mass m and -Q is released from rest at x equals +A. Gravitational effects. The bar charts represent the electric potential energy of the sphere's object system and the kinetic energy of the small charged object when the object is at positions that, and that. The bar chart object is at position Y for when the object is at position... Oh, it's completed. Okay, great. Uh-huh. In figure 2, draw the bars that represent the approximate values of U of K when the object is at positions Y equals 0 and positions Y equals -A. If the potential energy is 0, write 0 for the column. Okay. Potential energy is different than potential, I remember. I can remember what it is. I have to teach this next. Okay. Yeah, potential energy is, I think, it's the sum of KQ, Q over R for all the different ones. Is the work done to move a charge with an electro field within an electric field of U equals Q, where V is... Yeah, okay, so it's Q times what the potential is. Uh-huh. Okay, I remember what this is. So I find the potential here, for instance, and then I multiply that by -Q. I think it's KQ over R, though. It's not KQ over R squared. Yeah, it's over R. So, yeah, here's the thing. So, potential energy... Yeah, exactly. So, potential energy... So, UE is equal to Q times V, where this is the potential. at where Q is. Okay. Q is located here, right? So I want to know what the potential is here. And the potential due to point charges, so V due to point charges, is equal to K, is the summation of K, I would say like QI over R. So in this case, the potential here has this, or so if this is minus A, this is plus A, this is 0. So then this is A. What is this height? Oh, this is also A. Okay, so this is square root of 2A, right? Okay, cool. So it's going to have a lower magnitude potential here than it will here. Here it'll have the highest magnitude potential because the R, the distance from the charges to where I'm measuring the potential energy, is smallest here. So yeah, at y equals 0, you're going to have the smallest R, so you'll have the biggest potential, but then you're multiplying by minus Q, so the potential energy is actually the most negative. And then at minus A, it should go back to having the same potential energy that it had at time 0. Right? Does that make sense, my love? Because the potential due to the point charges is the sum of these other point charges divided by their distance to where you're measuring the point charges potential. Yeah, okay. And then potential energy has to be conserved. So in this case, so total energy has to be conserved. So here you have like a negative and a 0, but now you have a more negative thing. So this must be a little bit positive in order for this to add up to the same as this. So there you go. Yeah, that's the potential energy. Okay. Then it says, derive an expression for the speed of the small charge particle when it reaches y equals 0 in terms of Q, whatever, all the Q's, M and A. Okay, this is great. This is fine. So it says, begin by writing the fundamental physics concept. So this is going to be conservation of energy. So at y equals plus A, KE is equal to 0 because it's at rest. UE is going to equal Q at V at, I would say, like plus A. And then the potential at plus A, so V at plus A, is going to equal to K, Q, big Q, over square root of 2A, plus another KQ over the square root of 2A. So that's going to end up equaling 2KQ over the square root of 2A. And then the potential energy is that little q times that, which is minus. So this is going to end up equaling negative 2KQ over the square root of 2A. Yep, I'm failing? No. No. This isn't too... this looks scary. I get it. This looks very scary. Even ChatGPT ranked this as a difficulty 7 question. It's not that difficult. It has a lot of words and a lot of drawing and a lot of shit. I get why it's confusing. The main thing... This is the same as you learned in mechanics. You just have to write out what the potential energies are in each situation. And for electricity stuff, the potential energy of charges is equal to the potential times what the potential at where a test charge is times the charge of that test charge. In this case, the test charge, or whatever the third charge is, this one, it's the minus Q charge. And so all you have to do is multiply that minus Q charge by what the potential is here. And the potential there is the sum of KQ over R, where R in this case is now the square root of 2 times A. Because if this is A and this is A, that makes an isosceles triangle where this distance is square root of 2 times one of the sides. That's handy to know from like 45, 90s. Okay, so this is the total potential at y equals plus A. Now we can look at y is equal to 0, okay? In that case, Ke is not going to be 0 anymore. It's going to be equal to 1/2 mass of the electron, which I think they just use as little m. And then it's going to be v squared. The potential is going to be the same technique. It's going to be the same Q times the potential. So the potential energy is still going to be Q times the potential at that point. But the potential at that point is no longer KQ over square root of 2A. It's now going to be KQ just over A. Because now these charges are only located at a distance A from where you're measuring the potential. And then you're taking that potential and you're multiplying it by minus Q to get the potential energy. If you follow from that. So this is Q times... Is there a giveaway today? We did do a giveaway. Yeah, we already did 2 of the giveaways. 1K. They were this morning. Or they were not this morning. They were earlier today. So this is V at 0. But I can say that V at Y is equal to 0 is equal to KQ over A plus KQ over A. So that's equal to 2KQ over A. So then potential is equal to negative 2K little q big Q all over A. And so this total is now 1/2 mv squared minus 2kq big Q over A. And this has to equal this, which is negative 2kq over square root of 2A. Okay, you're okay, my love. Square root of 2A. And now, to solve for V, you just... Is that what they wanted? They wanted you to solve for V? Drive an expression for the speed? Yeah, cool. All right, so then you just move all this over. Okay, so V is equal to, I would say, this minus this. Oh, and I forgot the little q. Yep. And then all of this is times 2. And then it's all divided by m. And then it's all to the 1/2. And there you go. Cool. That's how you do it. Not too terrible. That was Krish Blaster. This does look like an AP Physics. I would say C, maybe Mech C.
I think it's C. I remember.
Yeah.
Something like this in AP Physics C. I don't remember if it was.
This is something I would put in my summer class for sure. Okay, Malav, you say you have to go. Yeah, I'll let you go. I'll do your question just to. You are new to the server. Let's help out Malav real quick with this. Takes notes. Yeah, what's up, Zach? Yeah, that could come up. All right. Let me see. This is interference. Oh, this is optics. I hate optics.
Oh,
Emotional, damn it!
Oh, double slit. Fuck. All right. 2 narrow slits are at distance d apart. The screen is a distance l apart from the midpoint where l is much. Yeah. Blah blah blah. Bright band. Cool. Bright band. 3 additional bright bands are observed. Wait. The centers are indicated. 3 additional bright bands, including the center, are observed. Okay. So these are all bright bands as well. A student claims that the distance between the center of band A and the center of the central band is smaller when using a laser that emits violet light rather than using red light. Indicate whether the student's claim is correct or incorrect without manipulating equations. Justified by referencing the distance and path length traveled by the light from each slit to the center of band A. So I have to like look up the diagram for this because I forget. It is something like this and then they draw like a 90-degree thing and they're like, oh, the difference is this. Let me find it. There's a diagram. This is you should memorize it, just a double slit. Yeah, here we go. This is what it is. I hate drawing this thing. Yeah, Young's double slit, but then I want the difference between the things. I think this is what I want. Yeah, this is it. It's because of the wavelength. Yeah, 100% is. This is the double slit. I just always forget the tan theta stuff. But then you make approximations that if theta is like small enough, then the tangent of theta is the same thing as the sine of theta, which is the same thing as just theta. This is all bastardry right here.
Oh shit, not good.
And then you just say, oh, tangent of theta is y over d. Okay, so let's kind of explain what happens here. So if you have two slits where light is taking two different paths, right? Then the difference in the path length will determine whether you get positive or negative interference at different locations here. And so what we say is that the difference in path length is this. It's this amount right here. Do you see how this slit has to travel an extra distance of this compared to this one? So, and then, right, we say if D is much bigger than this, then this will always be a 90-degree angle. This is the slit width. And so we say that the path difference here would be... Where's the... I want the... This approaches a right angle and theta equal... Oh, wow. Man, this is super... I forget how many godforsaken approximations they make with this. Yes, it's because of the angle. Yeah, so the purple lines are the same length, but this is the path difference. And then what we say from like some cute little geometry argument is that this angle is the same as this angle. Right. And so, okay. So this distance from a peak to a peak is, I want the condition for the maximum. I do want this. Wait. D sine theta is equal to m lambda. Yes, okay. So if this angle is theta, this is 90 degrees. Then the path difference here, this is delta, is equal to path difference. And that's going to be d sine theta. Okay. Technically, it's theta dot, but we end up calling it just theta. So that's the path difference. And I want the path difference to be a multiple of lambda for maximums. Because if... Let's draw like some waves. There's like some funny stuff here, right? So here are two waves. And this right here is what we would call a wavelength. Yeah, exactly, Malav, right? Yeah, so watch. So if this thing moves a whole wavelength, it still has constructive interference. So that's what you want. You want these two waves, one coming from the top, one from going the bottom, to have a path length difference that's exactly equal to a multiple of lambda. Okay, so that's where you get this argument. It's because, Malav, if you draw out these two things hitting the same point on the wall, then the path difference here, this makes a right triangle. And then this right here is the hypotenuse. So d sine of theta gets you the path difference. And then what we say is that, okay, well, if that's a 90-degree angle, then this angle theta here is the same as the angle theta here. So now you can actually predict where those maximums would occur, right? Because now this builds another right triangle. It's like geometry heaven. So in this case, the maximums where these two meet, and then where they also have path differences that are equal to m lambda, that distance up and down the screen is the opposite of this right triangle. And you can say that, oh, well, the sine of this angle, or sorry, the tangent of this angle is equal to the opposite of the adjacent, which is equal to y over d. But if d is much bigger than y, then I can say that this angle, the tangent of that angle, is basically the same thing as the sine of that angle. The reason for that is tangent of an angle is equal to sine of angle plus cosine of angle. If theta is very small, then you're basically taking the cosine of like 0, and the cosine of 0 is 1. So this goes away and this is 1. And then this is called the small angle approximation. We do it all the time in physics. And we say that, oh, the sine of a very small angle is just that angle. So now I have, instead of tangent of theta is equal to y over d, I have that theta is equal to y over d. And so when I plug that into here, I say, okay, cool, sine of theta is now equal to y over d. I'm going to have little d, y over big D, is equal to m lambda. And now I have the locations of the maximums. And I'll say, oh, y is equal to m lambda big D over little d. Yeah, this is the double slit experiment interference. This is where so there's two things. You can use the geometry here to predict what the path differences need to be for maximums. And then that triangle, if Malava says I'm done. Okay. If you don't want to rederive this, it's cool. I think it's still cool to rederive to know this. You can literally just fucking memorize it. It's just this. It is a lot of approximations. It is. Okay. But you can just say that like maximums occur at y equals m lambda d over little d. Okay. And so, what they said is that the distance between the center of band A and the center of bright band is smaller when using violet light rather than using red light. So violet light has a smaller wavelength. And so it needs less path difference to still have positive interference. Let me show you how this works for just compared to the central slit. Watch. This is actually really cool. Okay. So here. This is D, right? Right, Milov? And then this is the background, okay? There is very obviously going to be a big peak here. The reason for that is light traveling from here, like directly below the midpoint, and light traveling here from directly above the midpoint, they are going to have the same path length. So they are going to constructively interfere with each other, and that's why you get a big peak straight at the center. This is double slit. Okay? Now, as you go further and further up, okay? So let's say, for instance, I'm going to look even further up. I'm going to look like here versus here. Do you notice that as I move up the sheet, the difference in path length between these two things increases? Right. And so if my wavelength is very small, then I don't need to go up very far in order to get a path length difference that equals one of those wavelengths. That's where this comes from. This y here equals m lambda d over big D over little d. That's telling you what this is. That's the distance you need to go to hit another wavelength difference. If your wavelength difference is small, then you don't have to travel up as far. And so you could get one here instead of getting one here. And it is equal distance. Yeah. So that's why you would say. So smaller lambda means... Yeah, so I would say like smaller lambda means less path difference needed to hit your 1 lambda of to hit 1 lambda for constructive interference. What if both waves start at 0 and the distance is a multiple of the wavelength? What do you mean start at 0? I mean, they do start at 0. So how the double slit works is you have a single wave impinging on 2 double slits. So they're both starting at 0. And then these create waves this way and these create waves this way. And then you end up having like interference patterns where they constructively and destructively interfere with each other. Yes, exactly, Monkerud. The phase shift is usually equal at the slits. Yeah, because it's assumed to be a single source that's creating 2-point sources that are in phase. What if they're both 0? Well, then it's dark. What do you mean if they're both 0? Oh, if you're at like the 0 amplitude part? Well, yeah, then it's dark. Yeah. So if they're But that's changing, Jeff. That's changing in time, right? So yes, if I took a snapshot, no, it is a peak. So if I took a snapshot, let's say for instance of the wave, right? And you're saying that both of these are hitting exactly at 0, cool. But like a half a whatever microsecond later, we're gonna be at another peak. Yeah, exactly. The reason why you get dark spots is because if they are exactly lambda over 2 out of phase with each other, then independent of time, you will always have them cancel each other out. Yes, it'll flash, but bro, it's like so fucking fast, dude. It's in like the megahertz range. You're not gonna see it.
Oh no.
You won't see it. Yeah. Okay. All right, I'm not gonna get too crazy into it. Okay, so then it said derive an expression for the centers of the bands when is the frequency. So yeah, that's just this. This is the equation. If you want to just go memorize it, you can. I doubt on an AP exam they would have you rederive all this. This really sucks. So, and then the only thing you have to change here is that F lambda is equal to C. So lambda is equal to C over F. So just replace this with C over F, and you should be okay. So you would get that Y is equal to MCD over F little d. Except they're calling big D equal to L.
Question.
What's up, Sensation?
Can the frequency of light be so high that it's actually destructive? Obviously, artificially.
What do you mean destructive? Sorry.
A laser can be destructive.
Yeah, it can.
If it's powerful enough.
Correct. Yeah, that comes from E is equal to HF. So the energy of photons is equal to H times the frequency. So yes, if you have a high enough frequency of light, you do generate more energy, which can like destroy shit for sure.
You poke a hole in the universe with light. No, never mind.
Can you poke a hole in the universe with light? Well, I mean, we kind of do that when we shoot lasers into the sky. Like you are kind of like poking holes.
The only thing I know that can poke a hole in the universe is a black hole.
Oh, that's
but that's a completely different concept. That's gravitational concepts rather than light amplification.
Correct.
So just reading up on the LQBA thing earlier.
The QBA? What's QBA?
LQBA warp drive.
Oh, the warp drive. Oh. There's some really cool things, man. They talk about like wavefront, like basically creating like big surf waves for us to like get through the cosmos. Those are really fucking cool. That's like, I think, the idea behind like a warp drive, right?
The funny thing about most of these things is sci-fi tends to do them first, and then some work and some don't, and then you eventually get them in real life. The most famous example is obviously the mobile phone.
Ah, that was a sci-fi thing you said?
Yeah, 1960. Star Trek. They all had mobile communicators.
Yeah, so this is more than a solar sail. They talk about creating space expansion behind a ship, space contraction in front of a ship. This is like space-time warping, hence the name warp drive. And this creates kind of like an infinite surf wave that like pushes you through the cosmos at stuff that I guess it would be faster than the speed of light, or at least like close to it.
It would have to be faster eventually, or else the whole thing's pointless. I mean, the distances are insane.
They are, right, yeah. The idea is to warp space and time such that I think relative to space-time, you're still traveling at the speed of light, but you're contracting space-time such that it appears you're traveling faster than the speed of light. I think.
See, I don't know how that works, but the technology should work where you don't actually leave your own time frame.
Yes. Yeah, you're in your own little inertial frame or something.
Otherwise, we get into special relativity, and the faster you travel, the time moves at different
older
rates.
You get, yeah, that's the twin paradox. Yeah, look at these cute little pictures, dude. Like, what? Someday. Okay, cool. I think this question's good. Milov, let me know if you have any more questions about it. This was fun. I always love refreshing my knowledge on this because it is a cool concept. And it's actually what showed that light is, or it's one of the experiments that shows that light behaves like a wave and not strictly as a particle. Because if light strictly behaved like a particle, you should only see a peak here and a peak here. But you don't. You see a bunch of like mini peaks. And that proves to us that light behaves like a wave.
Isn't it easier to prove with the double slit experiment?
Well, that is the double slit experiment. I think the easiest way to... Was it the double split?
The easiest, well, it was a double slit, but that was after the first, like, kind of, you know, like, flag, like, hey, light might be a wave, was when, Maxwell was working with his equations, and you can decouple the Maxwell's equations to get the electromagnetic wave equation. And he was like, hey, that's kind of interesting. The wave speed in the electromagnetic wave equation is the speed of light. And so he was like, hey, maybe light is an electromagnetic wave. And then through the double slit experiment,
they verified it.
Yeah, it is acting like a wave.
Yeah.
And continued from there.
The reason we know it behaves like a particle is the work function one, photoelectric effect. That's the first one they did, which is using light to bounce electrons off of atoms. And they're like, oh, well, the only thing that can bounce these things off must be particles.
Here's something that'll really match with your head.
What's up?
Well, you probably know this, but if you measure the light once it's passed through the slits, if you measure the photons once they pass through the slits, then it has a non-destructive effect, and it only has the two slits, as opposed to when you measure it before the slits, and then it obviously spans out. Now, here's the bit that will really match with your head.
The entanglement.
If you take no measurements and then take measurements after the fact, somehow I've never seen this for real.
Yeah.
The measurements change, even though the experiment's over, because you've put a measurement in place.
Yeah, it's a really wacky one.
So you literally change reality by making a measurement.
Yeah. No, I know. There's a very good comic I think people should read that's kind of about it. I think it's called Our World is Virtual. One second, let me help Milov before she goes to bed. Are there any more AP Physics topics on the submission before I go? Maybe Kaiju? Kaiju, you got one? This is kind of AP Physics? I think this is refraction, maybe? And then who else has physics? Crush Blaster. Yeah, this is E&M. Magnetic flux. This one I could do in like 2 seconds. This one's very easy. Let me do this one real quick. Then sorry. Let me just prioritize a little bit of the physics because I know they have their exam tomorrow. or it's like the day after tomorrow. I know AP Physics 2 is coming up soon. I think it is actually. Sorry, I think it is tomorrow. It's Thursday, right? Today's Wednesday. Yeah. 1 sec. Okay. Circular loop of wire of radius 5 centimeters is placed in a uniform magnetic field of this. The plane of the loop is oriented perpendicular 60 degrees. Great. What's the flux? Okay, so magnetic flux, or flux in general, which is written as this, is equal to B dot dA, where dA always points perpendicular to the surface. So in this case, if this is my surface, this right here would be dA. Okay. So what angle does that push at? Oh, is this 60 degrees as well? I'm pretty sure it's 60 degrees. Is that how that works? I gotta like draw lines and stuff. Yeah, right, because if this is 60 and this is 60, wait, if this is 90, this is 30, this is 60, this is 60. Okay, cool. All right, yeah. Sorry, I had to. Yes. Okay, good. Yes, this is 60 because then this is 30 because this is 60 and this is 30. Okay, sorry. Yeah. Okay, good. Right. So the angle in between dA and the angle between your magnetic field vector is 60 degrees. So this would just be equal to B times the cosine of 60 degrees, which we should learn that cosine of 60 degrees is equal to 1/2. It's a pretty basic thing that we know. So, it's integral of B dot dA, so technically you have to integrate over the area. Okay, so this is actually what it's, sorry. It's B times A times the cosine of the angle. B in this case was 2 millitesla, so that's 2 times 10 to the minus 3. The area is a loop with a radius of 5, so this is going to be pi times 0.05 squared, and then times 1/2. So this times this is going to be 1 times 10 to the minus 3, and then we're going to say times pi times 0.0025. 0.0025, I think. Right? Because that's 5 times 10 to the minus 2. So it's 25 times 10 to the minus 4. No. I think it should be this. You're all good, Monkered. This is E and M. I don't know if this is E and M or 2. Because 2 technically covers E and M. Anyways, so yeah, it's 25 times 10 to the minus 4 times 1 times 10 to the minus 3. So that should be 25 times 10 to the minus 7. And then times 3 should be like 75 times 10 to the minus 7. Or 7.5 times 10 to the minus 6. Is that any of the answer choices? Yeah, probably answer choice A. Oh, yeah, you're Norwegian? All good, Monker.
Good job.
Okay, whose was this? That was Kaiju. No, you're good, you're good. Kaiju was 10. Mixed numbers, really? I don't think so. Oh, sorry, I posted the wrong one.
Oh shit, not good.
No, it wasn't Kaiju's. Damn it. It was... Whose question was this? I need to get better at doing that. It was Crush Blaster. Crush Blaster. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. downloads. You're gonna get a 2? No. No, you guys are gonna do great. Confidence. You have to manifest things. Don't manifest things, things don't happen. I don't think you have optics on AP, or wait, you do have optics on AP Physics too. Right? It is? Okay. So that's probably this one. The one I just cleared. This one will take 2 seconds as well. 2 mirrors meet at an angle of 105 degrees. A light ray reflects upon mirror at angle I of 42. It's parallel to the air-water barrier. The ray of light reflects off mirror B and then enters the water shown below. Determine the angle of refraction in the water. Okay, so this is just a little bit of geometry stuff. So if this right here comes in at 42 degrees, then this will go out at 42 degrees. But then this is not a perfect 90. Man, that's annoying actually.
You done messed up, Aaron!
Oh, man. Really, they do that to us? Yeah, but how do you figure out the bounce of this? That's my question. I know this comes in at 42, and so it must bounce at 42 relative to this. But now, if this is 42... Okay, I think I know what we can do. We do know that this 2 has to add up to 90. So this must be equal to 48. And then this is equal to 105. And then this whole triangle must be a 180. So that's going to be 153. Which means that this has to be 27. Right? And then this is going to be 27. But... Oh, but then this also has an angle. No? If this is 105, and then these two are parallel to each other. Oh, man. Yeah. Yeah, what's up, Kaiju? We're doing your question here. Yeah, I get that this is 27, Kaiju. And then this is 27. But the problem is, I need to know what angle this comes in to hit this. This is where I do need Snell's law. Well, yeah, well, okay, yeah. Well, anytime anything bounces off of something, it's gonna bounce back off the same angle. This is the issue. I need to figure out what this angle is. And I know that this angle is 27. I know that this angle is 27. How the fuck do I figure out what this angle is? Oh, I think I got it. Okay. This makes a parallelogram of sorts, where if this is 105, this is 105, but then these two have to be equal. So this one is equal to... Also, yeah, for any sort of like parallel thing, the the interior, whatever, opposite sides have to add up to 180. So, yeah, this is 75. Okay, cool. 75, 27. Now that's 102. So that means this is now 78. So the angle of it hitting it is now 12. No, 2. No. Yeah, 12. 12 degrees. Should it not be equal to 520? No. Okay, look. This comes in at 42. This exits at 42. This is a 90-degree angle to this, which means this is 48. This is 105. So that tells me right away that this angle for this triangle is 27. If this is 27, this is 27, based on how they bounce off of each other. And then from here, I know that if this line and this line are both parallel, and then this is something that like transverses them, then this angle plus this angle has to equal 180. You take my AP exam for me, please? Yeah, no. Yeah, you're okay. So this must be 75. If this is 75 and this is 27, that adds up to 102, which means this must be 708. Sorry, 78 for a 180 degrees for a triangle. And then if this makes a 90-degree angle, this must be 12 degrees to get 90. And so now here's what you do. You say N1 sine of 12 degrees is equal to 1.34 sine of, I don't know, y degrees. So this is 1. So sine of 12 degrees over 1.34. Man, what a heater of a question, dude. That's another heater. I thought this was easy at first. And then I was
Oh shit, not good.
severely misled. I don't think the AP exam will go this far. No, I don't think so. That really sucks. Okay, and then you do the arc sine of that. Cool. So I get 8.93 degrees. You tell me, Kaiju, if the answer was supposed to be 8.93 degrees. Curious if it is. Okay, cool. All right, let's go back to running the... The spinner wheel. Let's see if any of Breasticle's fun test questions are going to get picked. Or if I've nerfed you too hard today. Have I nerfed you too hard today?
Someone's spamming this shit.
Ooh, okay, ooh. Let's see. Let's see if it's coming up. Okay, because I have spam protection now. Yep. You want to see this? Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. I see it. You see this?
Oh, yeah.
So now, here's what I do. I just say, like, delete suspicious. Goodbye. Now they're just gone.
Oh, yeah.
Emotional, damn it.
The hunters become the hunted, dude. Get fucked.
Advanced English lesson number 1. Repeat after me. Silly cunt.
Silly cunt. Well, actually, we can't say that on TikTok.
That's dope.
Is it relevant?
Anyways, yeah. So I have spam protection now on that. Yeah. And it's AI powered spam protection. So whatever funny little clever thing you want to come up with to spam my board, AI will find out what your pattern is. It doesn't matter. Yes. Some improvements. Okay, cool. All right. I apologize if somebody's question got deleted in the chaos of it. Just submit it again. I want to see, what were all the screenshots that this dude was submitting? Yeah, it was
random,
books.
Like,
it was pages of books.
And books.
Yeah.
Like, literally, like, fucking, like, table of contents and shit.
Yeah. You're very welcome, Alav. Good luck. Good luck. Good luck. Best of luck.
See, when you say books, you just mean like actual books, or just like
like
shit?
pictures of pictures of the front of like philosophy books and like
I'm sorry.
I'll show you. It was well, because I always save all the screenshots in here. So it was like this, a picture of like ancient Rome or
the Mediterranean Sea.
I'm curious how someone was. So they didn't get past my spam filter. They did get past my IP ban and my other ban. But
well, like it's the IP is somewhat like I use Opera sometimes. So like Test and Test 2 were also made literally just by opening Opera and then pressing VPN.
Yeah. Okay, one sec. Let me help Kaiju real quick. Sorry, Kaiju says, I'm sorry. How'd you get 75 degrees? Because my final answer was 19.8. I got 8.93 is the final one. You got 19 for the final angle. Okay, so let's look through this real quick. So, and then don't worry, we'll hit the other ones. Doesn't the angle always increase? Well, I mean, this is different because we're talking about the angle of something hitting here, and then it bounces here, and then it bounces here, and then it goes in. So, the angle would actually decrease because you're going into a higher refractive index. No. It's going from air into water. If you're coming in at 12, it's N1. This is the formula. N1 sine 1 is equal to N2 sine 2. or sine, sorry, n1 sine theta 1 is equal to n2 sine theta 2. So if this is going up, this has to go down to equal the same thing. And air is always 1, and then water is higher than 1. Okay, so Kaiju, it's a little bit more than just Snell's law, because you have to calculate what angle the light is coming in normal to this boundary based on it bouncing off of this boundary at a certain angle. So this comes in at 42. It's going to bounce off that at 42. And then it's going to come here and hit this one at like 27. It's going to bounce off at 27. And then relative to the normal of here, that's going to end up being 12 degrees. You have to draw a bunch of triangles, unfortunately. And then you have to use also another property of parallel lines and transversals. That if you have, because they told us that these two top lines were parallel to each other. If you have a transversal, this angle plus this angle must add up to 180. You can see that because this and this must be the same, but then this and this must add up to 180. Do you see that, Kaiju? That's why if this one is 105, this one must be 75 here. Give Kaiju a second to check it out. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, I think I got it. Honestly, I didn't think about the parallel aspect too deeply. Yeah, about this being parallel to this. Yeah, they did say that, right? They said, note mirror A is parallel to the air-water boundary. Yeah, so these two are parallel. Okay, yeah. The parallel thing you need to, that's a geometry thing. The main concept here, Kaiju, is that whenever you have light impinging on a mirror, okay, the angle it enters is the same angle that it exits. So that means this is equal to this, but also this is equal to this. And so I'm using that property amongst these two mirrors to eventually figure out what angle this comes in normal to the air-water barrier, because that angle right there, this one right here, this is the one you use when you do n1 sine theta 1, and then this would eventually be, this is like theta 2. This is gonna be theta 2. It's this and this. So 42 comes in, 42 comes out. This makes a triangle. We know this is 105. I know that this line is perpendicular to the mirror. So if this is 42, this must be 48 for these two to add up to 90. And then if this is 48, that means this is 27. And then if this comes in and this is 27, then it must leave with a reference of 27 to that mirror as well. And then if this is 27, I know this is 75 by the parallel transversal thing. So then I know this is 78. And so then this angle here, both of these must add up to 90. So this one must be 12. And that's where eventually I finally get to do this. You can't just take n1 sine 42 degrees is equal to 1.34 the sine of the other. No, you're for sure. Yeah, I'm glad you see it. Again, I'm happy to explain it as many times as you need. If you want the screenshot for this, Kaiju, this will be in our Discord. So it's right here under your name, Kaiju. So hopefully that kind of like shows the angles and stuff. And then also there's a link to the live stream if you want to go through it again. Okay, cool. But good question. It was fun. All right. What's up, buddy?
I don't know what you're telling people they're too young to be worried about testicular cancer.
Well, I mean, they're like 16.
It's something has changed, and it's a genuine problem for people who are very, very young.
People are getting ball cancer at 16?
Emotional, damn it!
No way.
I don't know what's happened to the American diet, but it's killing people. Like,
well, it's all
100% is. I mean, I know like 19, 20-year-olds with ED.
Yeah, well, ED is because they watch too much porn, dude. It's because they have they have unreasonable expectations for what like intimacy with a woman is. But go on. You're saying, yeah. Well, I know the same thing.
Them, as far like I mean, they don't
like ED with themselves, or they have ED with a partner.
Just as a whole.
Oh, okay. All right, maybe.
Is unfortunate for them.
Trust me, I know some girls that like are dating around and they're just like, dude, what's up with the dudes? Like, why do they get so scared? Like, they get nervous around me. They can't perform. They can't do anything. And I'm like, yeah.
Well, like this dude doesn't like get scared or nervous around women or nothing.
You just can't do it.
Yeah, that or the other theory that goes around is that he's gay.
And he's gay.
Yeah, he's gay. It's okay.
It's one of the two.
It's okay to be gay. It's 2026. You can do whatever you want. You be an attack helicopter if you want to.
In the 80s, this is the thing. It's become worse to be gay over time, not less.
Well, it's more appropriate. I guess it's more acceptable now. I don't think it was as acceptable in the 80s.
It's become more and more acceptable as time's gone on until you reach about 2010, and then it's like everyone flying rainbow flags. It's like, no, I'm going to strangle you with that fucking rainbow flag. Get the fuck out of my face.
Oh, no.
Do you know what I mean?
I know.
Before it was just like, yeah, you do whatever, but now it's just kind of like, oh, look at me. Just go the fuck away.
All right, I think my comment in the Discord is because one of the kids was trying to like justify that if you goon more, you have less chance of like testicular cancer, and I was like, okay, bro, that's not the excuse for you to like keep whacking it to porn. Like chill, dude.
And it's not correct either.
Yeah, and it's also, well, I mean, there are like studies. It does help in some extents and stuff, but yeah, it's just at the end of the day, I was like, yeah, I get it. I used to be a teenager as well. I used to have an insane amount of hormones, but I also didn't have insane access to desensitizing media like kids do these days.
I did.
Yeah, but see, the claim that it like reduces like chances is also, I mean, about as valid as being like, hey, if you go to your kitchen and you grab a meat cleaver, you can 100% reduce your chances, right? It doesn't mean it's a good idea.
Oh my god, meat cleaver. We can't be talking about self-mutilation. Okay.
But
what's up?
This is the thing that I don't like about this whole, everything needs to be age verified now because children have access to pornography.
Sure.
My generation had access to pornography for free on the internet for a very, very long time. So this is not a new thing.
It's not a new thing, but I think it's more easily accessible now. I think back in our day, it was at least, I mean, the internet was a lot less fast. You had to wait a while. You had to like wait for the line by line to like load and stuff, dude.
By the time you get to the year 2000, we had megabytes uploads, downloads.
I mean, so, I still had dial-up till I was in like 2006, dude. It was just I don't know. Not everyone. Yes, it was available. I think the issue, the social issue of this is that it's become way more prevalent, and especially when you have things like OnlyFans becoming like the norm. Now it's like an acceptable part of human culture where you turn 18, you IPO your body, you collect like $1 million, and it like tricks everyone else into thinking that this is a legitimate way to make income. And so it's also now acceptable and legitimate to consume it as a product without realizing, well, this is destroying just natural relationships that we have with each other. This is why the birth rates are collapsing. It's why guys aren't going on dates. I don't know. There's a lot of reasons, but I think it's all intertwined. Yes, we had access to it, but it wasn't as prevalent.
People need to be told that no, it's whoring by any other metric.
Yes. Then yeah, we need to bring back shame. We need to bring back shame.
Well,
public
shame isn't even the issue though. It's just like, no, that is whoring. That is bad. You know.
Yes. Yeah. I don't know. Okay.
The only people that whore in this country tend to be smackheads, so it's not that bad here.
Yeah, it's kind of celebrated, unfortunately.
All right. No. So a smackhead is a heroin addict. So
I know. But here it's celebrated. Yeah, I know.
Right,
people who are desperate for it. Here it's celebrated. It's seen as like a legitimate way to make income. Okay, let's choose a winner. I haven't spun the wheel in a bit. We need black and white movies. Mucker Run. Breasticles, you got picked. All right, Breasticles. Let's see, dude.
This was
27 supers. Oh, okay. Well, you pick which one you want me to do.
Let's do the finish what we were doing last time. I was curious based off like if I changed the wording of the question, how it would justify it. But yeah, it claims that that's going to take 8 minutes. And it takes me about 30 seconds to scroll through the ChatGPT solution.
Yeah, I think the reason is Chat is taking a cursory look at this, and if you also see on the about, it'll say the justification. It says clear single calculus problem involving evaluation of an improper integral, standard first year college calculus topic. So it's not going. Yes, I would even say myself, Breasticles, if I saw this at first, I would think this is an easy integral to do. It doesn't look scary, right?
Minus the x to the fourth and the partial fractions and the ln.
Yeah, but I could think that like, oh, maybe it's just partial for. Like, I don't blame ChatGPT for this because it's going through its entire body of knowledge, and it's seeing, oh, it's a standard integral, and not standard, but it is an integral with just factors on the bottom and an ln, which by themselves are not very scary things to solve. What it's not getting is that this particular combination of it is a death trap.
That's dope.
And that's why it takes forever to solve it. Yeah.
Yeah, true. But I mean, it was generated by Chat with the prompt, give me a challenging integration problem.
If I wanted to blow more money on tokens, because I'm already trying to keep this under like a couple bucks per session. I'm gonna see how much this costs me. I could have it do the full solution. Yeah, so
it's using. I didn't realize it was using tokens.
No, it's fine. I want you guys to test it. No, it's part of the funding. Like, it's okay. Like, don't feel guilty for using it. That's the reason we have money, is to do things like this. But yeah, I do have to keep it like kind of cost effective, because another method that I've thought about is to have it actually solve the whole problem, and then at that point it could look at the output and be like, okay, how long would it take to teach this?
Yeah, exactly.
So it's something to think about. I mean, I'll try it. We'll run with this for like a week or two, and then I'll see how much more difficult and how much more it would cost to do like a full solution version. Because it would be helpful for me as well. Because even when I'm solving these questions, I am always kind of like referring back to like, did I get this right? Like, what did ChatGPT get? It would be nice if that was already available and I could just check it real quick and just be like, okay, cool, we're good. So yeah.
Nice.
Okay, let's do the one. Yeah, you left last time. Let me find it. One sec.
Yeah, I looked through my notes. I figured out where the actual.
Oh, good. Yeah, it was absorbing the C or something, right? Absorbing the C was like we were getting wrecked on.
No, it was just it's just an expansion of the chain rule. I knew it had something to do with chain rule, but I couldn't really remember what it was. And like, I can send you a screenshot of my notes. They're really not as easy to follow as I thought they were when I was writing them. Mostly because I have really shitty handwriting.
Chem 13 is tomorrow. Good luck on Chem, dude. Breasticles, 1 second. Let me find out which one this was. Yes, it was. Was it derive the D'Alembert solution to the wave equation?
Yeah, it was that one.
Okay, cool. I got it. Let me pull it in. Okay, cool. So we got. And it's funny. What was it? Zach was talking about D'Alembert today. D'Alembert. I think there was he did something also with like convolution apparently.
Oh yeah, that would make sense. I forget.
Here, let me add another 15 minutes.
There's a solution somewhere that requires convolution, but convolution's cool.
Okay, so we got to I was cool with this. Or is there a mistake before that or no?
No, so it's I think if I remember correctly, what your question was
this
partial x. Yeah, so
this one has a minus c partial squiggle, and then this one doesn't.
Yeah, so we're gonna get that from using the chain rule, rather than using the system.
Oh, okay.
So what we're gonna say is partial
let's see.
partial x.
For which one? Which one? So I'm not gonna do any of this.
The very bottom line.
Oh fuck. Oh no, I got rid of it. 1 sec. Okay, sorry. The very bottom line, right here.
Yep. So we're gonna go from there. So we're gonna say that to get to those, we'll start with the x. So we're gonna say partial by partial x.
Okay. So partial x
is equal to partial over partial xi. And then partial xi on top by partial x.
Oh, it's a chain rule. Okay, cool.
Yeah, just by chain rule, and then we're gonna do the same thing.
Partial nu.
And then or eta, I think it is.
Or sorry, partial. Yeah, partial eta. Partial eta. Partial x. Okay.
And then we can do the same thing for our t.
dt. Okay, so partial t is partial squiggle, partial t, plus partial eta, partial eta, partial x. Yeah.
Yeah, and then so that's where we get our partial x and partial t from, because if we remember, we say partial xi partial x is
equal to 1.
Yep,
right?
Partial eta partial x is equal to 1, so that gives us our partial x. And then for our t, since we have partial eta partial t is negative c, that's where our negative c comes from. Our partial eta partial x, partial eta partial t is equal to c, and so that's where the c comes from in that case.
Got you. Okay, that makes much more sense. Yeah, I was really bugging, dude, with the... I was like, why is this system of equations not working?
Yeah, I was thinking, and I was like, because I remembered having that question in class, and I was like,
let's not do this.
There's a reason for it, but I was like,
okay, so this is minus c. This is positive c. Okay, and that's how we get this and this. Okay, cool. I'm cool. I'm breezy.
All right. And then from there, what we can do is we can compute our second derivatives.
Ooh. With respect to what? Like partial
with
xx?
Respect to, yeah.
Oh, because I eventually need utt and uxx, so I need partial xx and partial tt. Right? Okay, so partial xx. Ooh, buddy, is gonna be do we mix derivatives here? Is this like partial x eta? Do I write that? Or no?
Let me check.
Well, wait. Partial. Yeah. Because this isn't anything. This would be partial x, partial eta. Or squiggle, sorry. And then this would be plus partial x, partial. That one's eta. Is this correct? I think this is correct.
Yeah, let me confirm.
Take a look, you're good.
My handwriting is so bad that I'm like spending a lot of time just trying to figure it out. Oh, I see what I did. I remember now. I remember. So what we're gonna do to compute it is basically, right, since it's an operator, we can treat it a lot like a polynomial. And so to find the second derivative, we can basically just, in essence, square it. So we'd get uxx is u xi plus 2u xi eta plus u eta eta.
Okay, one sec. So from here, you want me to square this? Is that what you're saying?
In essence, yeah. That's kind of how we treat it. It's a very
Oh, that's so weird. So it's no longer like an operator. It's kind of, oh man.
Yeah, it's like it's still an operator, but sometimes when we have like operators acting on each other, similar to how we factored our operators for in the original part of the equation, we can do similar things for just operators in general as to how they act on each other.
Okay, so this is gonna be that squared, right? What's up, Maria?
In essence,
good. Yeah. So that's gonna be d squared squiggle plus d squiggle d eta plus d squared n. I'm eventually, all these squiggles and ends are kind of looking the same, unfortunately. Damn it. Okay, I think I got this. Okay, and then dtt.
Same thing. Yep.
Same thing,
well,
but now
it's same thing, but
it's minus.
C,
yeah. So let me pull the c out. So I'm gonna say that's c squared, and I'm gonna say d eta minus d squiggle squared. Okay, cool. C squared. That minus okay, cool.
And then now we can just throw that back into our original wave equation.
Okay. Maria says, nothing, I'm done with physics, end of the year, we're building cardboard boats. Just want to say thank you saved me during the year. Nice, Maria. I'm glad you're having a relaxing end of the year. Yes. You're welcome for the getting saved. Oh, we're gonna put this into here, right?
Yeah, or we could even just do our original wave equation, because technically those are also acting on u. So you get the same like uxx, u eta, all of that.
Maria says college next year. Ooh. Tell us, Maria, where are you going to college? What's going on? What are you trying to major in? That's fun. Are we cooked or are we cooked? You'll never know. Hey, it's better than staying stagnant, you know? As long as you keep moving. Doesn't matter if you go, left or the right. I say nobody's path is really straight in life. But as long as you keep moving forward and you're better than you were yesterday, that is progress. Ohio State. Ooh, you mean the Ohio State. They love to be really particular about it. They're like, it's the Ohio State. Okay, and then this is all equal to 0, right?
Yeah.
The Ohio State. Yeah, they were our rivals. I went to University of Texas, and I think we played against them in one of the bowl games or something. C's cancel, yeah?
Yes.
They would get rid of the C's? What do you mean, kind of? They're just chilling there, dude.
Well, so the C would fact, but your only your partial what's it called? Only your mixed partial derivatives stay. I guess, yeah. Well, yeah. Okay. I guess technically you could move the C over to the other side, but we don't want to do that.
We want to leave the C? You want me to leave the C there?
Well, I guess it doesn't really matter.
Okay, I'll leave it just for you, dog. It's fine. Okay. Yeah. I have this is gonna cancel with this. This is gonna cancel with this, and And then this is going to
And then there should also be a...
There should be a 2 on this. Yep. Yeah, I forgot it. So -2... wait, +2. That also goes to 0, no? Or did I fuck up? No, I forgot the minus sign. Wait, did I? Yes. Yes, I did.
Yeah.
Wait, no? Fuck.
That should... The first one of them should be a plus, and then...
Wait. UTT comes first, and it's plus. UTT has the minus. I'm cool with that. And then it was UTT minus C squared UXX, but UXS had the plus here.
Yeah, okay.
So it's -4.
You get it.
So now it's -4, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay, cool. And then this is all equal to 0?
Yeah, and that should be acting on you.
All acting on you. Okay.
Yeah, so it would be... Then we can move our constants over to the other side, and we'll get u xi eta is equal to 0.
Oh yeah, we would just like cancel these, right? That's why I wanted to get rid of him at the beginning, dude. What?
Yeah, I didn't do that, and then I did it in the next step, and I was like,
okay, that's fine.
Yeah, it didn't matter.
All right, u eta xi is equal to 0. Cool.
Yep, and then we can just integrate twice with respect to eta and xi.
Okay, so integral of u eta d xi. But integral of 0 is just 0, right? So is the whole answer just u equals 0?
No, you would integrate once, and then you would get a constant with respect to eta or xi.
Yes. Okay.
Dependent on which one you're integrating.
So if I do integral of u eta psi equal to integral of u, this is going to pull out a constant that's a function of eta, because not a function of xi, right? And then this is going to be u eta. Oh, I see. But now when I integrate, I don't know what this function is though. I guess maybe I do the chain rule for
we don't need to. That's so what we do is we say treat that like a constant. Technically we're not gonna like multiply by it in that sense, but you're gonna get a function of eta and you're gonna get a function of xi, and you're gonna add them together.
Okay. So I'm gonna integrate this. Oh, I see. I'm gonna get just u.
Yeah, just u.
And then this is gonna be what, c squared over 2 maybe?
No. Just c is just constant. So you'll get we like to use f and
c
g.
Eta or f and g. That's what you want me to do?
Yeah, is usually what you do, and so you'll get a g of eta plus f of xi.
Okay. I get that, because when I integrate this, now I have something that's not a function of eta, so it has to be a function of xi. Gotcha. Okay.
Okay, and then from there we can plug in what our eta and what our xi were from the original one, so you'll get f of x minus ct, and then...
Dude, I forgot. Oh,
ct.
That came from here. All right, so u is equal to g of x plus ct plus f of x minus ct.
Yep.
Oh, this kind of looks like something we're going to do a transform of, maybe.
Yeah, and then from here, most of it's just algebra. After that, just doing the initial conditions. So I'll save you that algebra. You're going to add a 1 over 2c.
Oh, from this?
Yeah.
I'm going to add a 2c.
Yeah, so you'll do plus... and all of this should be multiplied by 1/2.
Oh, okay. Oh, because we have 2 things. I guess, maybe.
Yeah, I forget where the
1/2 came from.
Oh, actually, no. The 1/2 comes in later. All the algebra.
Okay.
But
But I get it. So u of x 0, I would say is f of x, and that would make sense, right? Because this would be 0. This would be
basically yeah, we're u of x 0 would be our initial displacement of the wave.
Yeah.
And that's f of x, and then our ut of x 0 would be our initial velocity. And then you just do like some plugging in, and that would lead you to I'll just send you a screenshot of the term. Yeah. We end up just adding one term, but it's just a lot of algebra to get there. So. But then that gets added to the general solution for that initial condition.
Okay. And is that it? Is that all u is?
Yeah, it's u is equal to that top part plus that.
Oh, okay. That's the constant we have. Okay, I got you. So then.
Yeah, that comes from the g of x that we have for our initial condition.
Okay.
And then that just comes from like a lot of
then plus
algebra and substitutions. Yeah.
Okay.
And that's
great. And that's it? We did it?
Yep.
Nice.
Yep.
Love it.
I guess the AI was kind of accurate on that one.
Well done. Nice. Where did... Yeah, there's a web submission. And here, let me post the new solution we have for that. Cool. Sick. Cool question there, Breskles. I'm slowly getting more and more comfortable with all these weird things. Eclipse says, I submitted an easy one this time. Saw it on YouTube thumbnail and I decided to try it myself. It was a satisfying one to solve. Let me take a look. I do have to go soon, so I don't think I can start any other questions, but... Let's see. You submitted this. Difficulty 5 out of 10. So, not as bad, actually. Geometry 5 out of 10. We have a new AI grading system on it. Fascinating. Let me see what it says about it. So, it says estimated grade level, 9th grade. Estimated time in minutes, 6 minutes. Difficulty 1. Let me see what is it? Oh. I feel like this one is harder than it's supposed to be.
Even like the 9th grade level is like, I feel like most 9th graders, it's algebra 1, not geometry.
It's just law of sines. Yeah, I guess you can always brute force law of sines. Thought there'd be a funner way to do it. Yeah, sine of x over that is equal to sine of that over that. One second, let me just throw this in real quick. If I can do it real quick. So you say this is equal to A. Is that true though? Wait, it's only if they're the same triangle. Maybe call this like B. So sine of I know what it is. You do a sine cosine flip, I think. So this is like sine of A over B is equal to like sine of 80 over, I think you call this like Y. And then you could say that sine of 20 over Y is equal to... If you start coming up with too many variables, sine of Z over B? Okay. So sine of A over B and sine of Z over B, and then what's the analysis between A and Z? I think you start. It is law of sines, but then I feel like there's more stuff involved. I feel like you have to end up labeling all the angles, which is huge mess. It's the Q area.
Yeah,
this
I feel like there's just a lot of angles.
This is just really annoying, right? Because W plus A is equal to 100. And then this would be 180 minus A. So Z plus 200 minus A is equal to 180. And then you have to like solve for all of them. The large triangle is 80, 20. Ah, it is actually. You're right. Yeah, this whole angle. Oh, W plus Z is equal to 100. Or equal to 80. Oh, very cool. Okay, yeah, so that's 80 total.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think you could just do something with the, like an exterior angle.
Yeah. Okay.
I forgot exactly, but...
I gotta go, though. Cool. Good question, though. We'll do it next time. All right. Thank you, everyone, for coming to Actual Education Office Hours. I'm sorry, Lucky Cat, we didn't get to you today. You did win the prize, though. You won the $25 prize, so don't worry. Yeah, we're gonna test things out. You had some low difficulties. It's interesting. You should have really gotten picked, but maybe next time.
Yeah, I mean, we did also do like a lot of questions though that weren't like.
Yeah, that weren't on the queue. Yeah. I had a bunch of AP Physics people I had to help out, but I appreciate it. Thank you everyone for submitting questions. Don't worry, all questions will get put into our Discord, where they'll hopefully get solved by someone else. Or I'm yelling at Microsoft to get our grant back so that I can start running the ChatGPT bot again. But it's in the progress. Our next Our next stream will be tomorrow, I guess, right? Do we have one tomorrow? We do. Yeah, so tomorrow, same time, 5 o'clock. Come on by. We'll help you guys out. And then we'll have a Maddox tournament on Friday, so go check it out. Yes, let's go raid someone real quick before I gotta go. Okay. Who can go say hi to? Oh, let's go say hi to Ask a Scientist Gaming. He's probably at the end, but this is a really fun person. They play video games with scientists and they say hi and stuff. It's dope. I like this guy. Okay. Enjoy the rest of your Wednesday. We will see you on Thursday. Peace.